Alright, what is going on, Cancer? Welcome back to the channel, Elevated Spirits. It's Jazzy, your reader for tonight, whenever you happen to be watching this video. Okay, it's nighttime for me, but yeah. So I hope you guys are doing good. Alright, this is just going to be a timeless energy check-in. Alright, so whenever you find this video is when it is meant for you. Okay, so for those that are interested in booking a private consultation, checking out our other elements playlist, donating to the channel, donating your girl a coffee, checking out my Etsy wish list. Any of that information can and will be found in the description box below of every single one of my videos. Okay, so as always, get into it almost rolled off, y'all, but it didn't. So first number we have coming out is 10. So if you're dealing with a Leo or a Leo highly aspect in your chart, you might want to check out that reading as well. 10 also came out in their numbers too. So we have 10, we have 4, and let's get one more, 12. So that's a hangman energy. So some of you may be going through an awakening at this time, or really kind of maybe in this energy of kind of like feeling stuck, maybe not knowing where you're going. I feel like there's a new beginning happening here with the 10. That's definitely gives me new energy, vibes, new energy. That's not really what I meant, but it came out. So maybe that is part of what the message is for some of you. New energy, but new beginnings is what I was trying to say. New opportunities that may be presenting themselves, because the 9 is technically the ending. The 10 is the new beginning, because the 0 is infinite, right? So it's the 1 that represents the start, right? The next, cycle. So let's get into this for Cancer. So like I said, these numbers could also represent birthdays. Okay, they could represent anniversary dates. They could also represent life path numbers. You may be a life path 10, 4, or 12. And or these numbers could also represent, like if you're seeing 1010, 444, some of you, I'm hearing Archangel Michael. Okay, so that's 4/4s represent divine protection. So I feel like for some of you, may be important for you to know at this time that you are divinely protected. Okay, I feel like if you've been worried about that or concerned, I feel like I wouldn't, because if you believe that you have something to be worried about, like believe that you have something that you need protection from, then obviously that's what, the energy you're emitting. Therefore, you're going to attract essentially energies too that you need protection from. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And these energies could be also playing out in these houses. Okay, so your 10th, 4th, or 12th house. All right, so let's see. Spirit for Cancers. What's the focal point for the reading? My support message for Cancers at this time, Spirit. Compassion. Interesting, because Leo got the same exact card. I'm gonna pull another one for you guys, like I did for them as well. But they got compassion and passion. So let's see what comes out for you guys. I know y'all watch me see how many times I just sat here and shuffle these fucking cards. Like, I know y'all watch me just do this. So I think that's interesting. Spirit for Cancers, please. What do they need to know this time? No support message. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God damn it. So we have commitment. And the card that came out was finding. All right. So some of you may be discovering something, okay, that you've been looking for, okay, that may have to do with your commitment. Some of you may be discovering something that maybe you're kind of like stumbling upon in a sense, okay, because look, at the bottom we have answers. All right, so like I said, there's something that maybe for some of you have been kind of maybe concerned about, or kind of like had an inkling of. It's like, I feel like you're gonna get confirmation about whatever this is. Okay, so like I said, I feel like some of you may be finding something out that maybe your partner has been like embarrassed about. So I feel like if that's the case, Spirit wants you to have compassion for this person. Okay, there may be a lesson in whatever is happening here, whatever is unfolding. There's a lesson here for you or them. Okay. For some of you, this could have to do with your path. Okay, with your path, your purpose. Some of you, there's something maybe I feel like is to be learned here regarding committing to your path, or discovering. I feel like some of you are like discovering what you're supposed to be doing. You're discovering that maybe you've been on path the whole time, and I feel like now it's like Spirit is asking you to commit to that, commit to this path. Okay. There's something that you're learning here, or that's to be learned about committing to the path that you're on. Okay, seeing something through, maybe to the end, something, completing something. Okay, some of you may have a hard time finishing your commitments, like committing to something and seeing it through to completion. So for some of you, this has to do with your path, your purpose, and you can't fall short on this. For some of you, there's something that maybe you're learning about committing to something and actually like committing for the long term, like like committing to seeing something all the way through to the end. Okay, I don't know why that's coming through so strongly for somebody here. So let's see, what else, Spirit, for Cancer? What else do they need to know at this time for Cancers? What? Honor your feelings. First quarter moon in Pisces. Yeah, exactly. So for some of you, this is, like I said, about something that you may be discovering or finding out about a partner. Okay, let your fears dissolve. Full moon in Cancer. Look at that. Cancer show up in your own reading. Okay, so for some of you, this has to do with something that needs to be released. Okay, like I said, there's something that you're discovering. Some of you are looking for something, you're going to find it. It's like if you go, I feel like for some of you Cancers, if you're like trying to catch your partner cheating, or trying to like purposely seek out information or like pictures or text messages or something to like catch them up, you know, with, you're going to find it. And that's simply because you're attracting that to you. Okay. I feel like for some of you, see, like when I was in those type of situations, you know, back in the day, like I didn't know nothing about law of attraction. I didn't know nothing about, you know, like if you look for specific things, you know, your awareness is going to purposely point all those things out to you. You know what I'm saying? So that works the same way. So it's like, of course, if you go digging for dirt, you know, a lot of times you're going to find it. Something eventually, you know, because you're looking so hard for it. So some of you, that could be what this is, where, you know, you need to honor how you feel about a situation. That could have to do with, like I said, something you're committed to. Some of you, like I said, are finding out something, stumbling upon something, and you feel in a kind of way. And I feel like for some of you, that could be a lesson here, is to, you know, honor your feelings enough to, you know, have compassion for yourself. Understand what's trying to be taught here in the situation, but also express that to your partner. Okay. Spirit, what else for Cancers? Okay. So we have Mountain. Know that you are protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. We already talked about that, right? With the protection. You're protected. We did talk about that. Fire. Let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. Beautiful. We have Plane. A journey is indicated, either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. And then we have Star. Hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. Like, things are definitely changing here. Okay. I feel like things may be difficult at this time, but we all know that on the other side of difficulty is always happiness. You know what I'm saying? It's like when it storms, you know, the sun is always going to come out. It's going to come up shining. It's always going to come up shining and just like fall in. On top of that, the bonus most times follows a rainbow, right? So at the bottom, Phoenix, rising from the motherfucking ashes. Okay. I feel like that's what you guys are doing, Cancer. Okay. I feel like some of you, you're definitely going through maybe a transformative period in your life right now, even though the transformation card isn't even out here. That is really the energy I'm getting here, where for some of you, your life is transforming in some type of way, or for some of you, this could be a connection, a relationship that could be changing. The dynamic of it could be changing. And I feel like it's because there's things that you guys are meant to teach each other. Some of you are maybe not yet wanting to accept, or maybe not yet, like have learned that a particular connection that some of you have is not meant to last a lifetime. For some of you, you may be coming to understand this, or discovering that this person that maybe you thought was like your forever partner, they're really only a soulmate that's meant to, you know, stay with you for a certain amount of time to teach you certain things. Okay. So I feel like for some of you, you know, you or them maybe having a difficult time with accepting that something maybe isn't meant to, you know, go further, go any longer than it already has. Something maybe isn't meant to go long term. Okay. So let's dive further into this, shall we? All right, Spirit, let's see what's going on for Cancers. What are they leaving behind, Spirit? What are you guiding Cancers to leave behind at this time? What are they leaving behind? Cancers. What are they leaving? Strength. Interesting. So for some of you, this is like something you've been holding back from doing. Maybe some of you, this is something you've been holding back from saying. Okay. Something that maybe has been needing to be done. Some of you have been like holding in a lot of fucking emotions because you've been trying to be so fucking strong. Some of you, that's like, some of you are kind of like, it's giving me energy of being like at a breaking point, Cancer. And you guys are a water sign. Like you need to feel your fucking feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to express your emotions. All right. Some of you are, some of you, this is like, you're leaving behind this. I feel like for some of you, this idea that some of you maybe got implanted or installed with, right? Because that's like we've been programmed like computer fucking chips and shit. I feel like some of you have been, it's like this mentality of needing to be so fucking strong all the time that I feel like some of you grew up with as a child, okay, with this page energy here. I feel like this is something some of you guys have been like practicing or doing since you were kids, okay? And I feel like for some of you, it's like you're getting to a point, or maybe this experience is pushing you to that point to where you can't, some of you, it's like Spirit's purposely putting you in a position to where you can no longer try to hide your feelings, Cancer. Or some of you can no longer try to push down, suppress, hold back, whatever. You know what I'm saying? All those things, resist so much how you feel, okay? Some of you, it's like you're getting to a breaking point on purpose. It's like it's pushing you to explode on purpose, okay? Like, I really feel like that's what this is. It's like it's taking you, it's like purposely putting you on a journey. For some of you, it's because you have, you know, other things that you guys are supposed to be doing, okay? For some of you, it's like you're like you're like come from different star systems here, okay? Some of you are like literally part of the Galactic Federation, or like the like you're a galactic being for some of you, okay? And I feel like for some of you definitely have forgotten this. You have forgotten, okay? And it's like some of you, there's a lot of emotions and feelings that are coming up at this time, trying to get you to purge it, for you to put you in a position to align, okay? To align to your destiny or your calling, okay? But I feel like for some of you, it's like you may have a lot of stuck and blocked emotions here that you've been taught, right? You've been taught that you had to hold back, that you had to always be strong, always be confident. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ever cry. Don't cry. Stop crying. Man up. Crying is weak, right? All that bullshit that we got taught. So I feel like for some of you, that is what you're leaving behind, Leo. That feeling of needing to Cancer. Did I call you Leo? I'm sorry, Leo. Cancer. Some of you may want to watch the Leo reading. I did just, record the Leo reading, and we have your card here at the bottom, Cancer. So that was interesting. So anyway, like I said, I feel like for some of you, Cancer, yeah, some of you guys are leaving that need to like always feel like you have to be strong. I feel like for some of you, that's part of the lesson that some of you are meant to learn here, how to feel your feelings. Learning that's part of the human experience. Okay, for some of you, it's like we've been taught to like overcomplicate so many things of our life and not realizing why it's been so hard until it gets better, and you're like, damn, that's all I had to fucking do. And you realize, like, damn, I've been overcomplicating this shit the whole fucking time. Like, what else am I overcomplicating? What else am I making so much harder on myself than it needs to be? You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to a point where you really start asking yourself this shit, and you got to be careful when you do it. You got to be ready, because there's been times where, like, where I've learned the hard way, right? That if I'm not ready, if I ask myself something like that, if I'm not ready for the answer, it's going to immediately piss me off. I'm going to be so hard on myself, and being a Virgo, like, we're already so overcritical of ourselves anyway. Like, it takes that to a whole nother level, because, it's like, damn, had I like waited or, whatever, it would have been different. You know what I'm saying? Or had I like listened or done something that like in a different way, it could have been easier on myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, anyway, yeah. Okay. Let's see, Spirit, what is potentially challenging Cancers at this time? Spirit, what's challenging the Cancer? Okay. So we have the 10 of Wands, 7 of Lightning. So 10 of Candles, 10 of Wands, 7 of Lightning, which is 7 of Swords, 5 of Candles, 5 of Wands, and the Transformation, which is the Death card, which we talked about transformation. And here it finally is. So for some of you, like I said, it's like you guys are going through maybe a transformative period of your life at this time. And I feel like it has to do with your emotions, which, a lot of people downplay, the emotional experience and why we have them. Okay. But if you really understand and take the time to learn and understand how important your emotions, how important of a role they play in the day-to-day life that you manifest, you would be more mindful of your emotions and where you put them and where you allow them to go. And, all that stuff. A lot of people don't understand how big of a role your emotions play in your everyday manifesting, whether it's things you want or things that you don't want. That is a very, very, very key element to manifesting. So I feel like for some of you, you're feeling way down right now, okay? I feel like some of you are taking on more than you need to, okay? I feel like some of you, it's like, you know that something, it's time for something to end, but some of you are, it's like you're feeling like it's like you have too much. It's like you've taken on too much to, you know, to be able to drop it, to be able to let it go. It's like, no, but I have to do this because of this person, this, da, da, da. I feel like some of you, it's like, that's not really the case. I feel like some of you, it's like you're choosing to take on more than you need to. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some of you are like purposely obligating yourself to shit that really isn't your responsibility, is what I'm getting here. And that's where I feel like some of you know this, and that's what's needing to change here. Okay, for some of you, that is part of a cycle, maybe a generational cycle that needs to end. Okay, like I said, it's something stemming from childhood here. So for some of you, that is a taught behavior that you were taught as a kid to take on, maybe responsibilities or burdens, problems, traumas, whatever, emotions of others that don't belong to you. Okay, some of you, it's like this is becoming clear to you, and that's what some of you are releasing at this time, where some of you may be having, like I said, feelings that are coming up maybe in your connection that could be rooted and stemmed back from your childhood. Okay, so for some of you, for example, say if you're a man, right? Some of you may be dating a woman that's triggering some emotions your mama made you feel when you were like 5. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe there was an incident and maybe she smacked you a certain way, smacked your hand or something like that. And maybe your girlfriend does it and it triggers that emotion of how you felt at 5. And you're not even correlating that, oh, like this is coming up for me to heal this. There was something for me to learn in this moment. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like for some of you, obviously it's going to be different for each of you, but you know, my point here is, as what Spirit's giving me with this, is some of you, there's things that are coming up at this time, maybe in your connection or in something that you find yourself committed to, whether it's a job or a connection, a relationship, whatever that is. There are things that are coming up at this time on purpose. Okay. I feel like for some of you, it's coming up on purpose, not only for you to heal it, but to show you how that experience is essentially the catalyst to your actual, what you should be doing, the path that you're on. You know what I'm saying? Showing you that you're in alignment with your own path. By you going through this experience, having this experience, healing through this experience, I feel like it's showing you how this is in alignment. It's showing you like real time, like this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. That's why this had to happen, so I could come to this here, right here moment. I feel like some of you are like literally like putting the pieces together as you go. That's dope. I love it when life makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's so gratifying and liberating, honestly, because you're not taking shit so personally. You know what I'm saying? You're not feeling like life is always out to fucking get you. You know what I mean? So anyway, yes, exactly. The fucking Magician. Okay. And Leo had the Magician in their spread. So like I said, you might want to check the reading out, but the Magician didn't come out, but I did talk about it because it came out in their numbers. And here you guys are actually getting the card Cancer. So some of you may have a Leo moon. Okay. So let's see. Spirit, how are you helping Cancer at this time? How are you helping Cancers with their situation at this time? How are you helping them? I feel like some of you, it's like you're definitely going through a transformation, and I feel like it's one of the biggest ones that some of you have had, and that's why it's showing up in your challenge position, because some of you are knowing that something needs to change or something is changing. Maybe change is kind of like being forced upon some of you, and it may be really fucking uncomfortable. But I would encourage you to keep in mind the same way, or the same concept of, you know, when we work out, when you go to the gym, you know what I'm saying, and you stretch your muscles and you go harder, you know what I'm saying, and you know it hurts, it burns, right? But you know over time, you know, that flex gonna look right, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like for some of you, this is what you're being challenged, but I feel like for some of you, it's like you're feeling like you're weighed down with other people's responsibilities or burdened with other people's responsibilities, but it's really not yours. And I feel like for some of you, that's the sabotage here. Some of you are maybe sabotaging your own success or your own progress because you're essentially carrying baggage, like I was saying earlier, baggage or emotional trauma, essentially things like that, habits, limiting beliefs, you know, it could be a plethora of things that essentially aren't yours. They're not yours. Okay. And I feel like for some of you though, that is the compassion that you're being asked to have though, because that was maybe for some of you the lesson in itself. Is that a lot of the things that we came and reincarnated into this particular lifetime to heal through, or a lot of things that don't even belong to us. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like for some of you, you may be discovering at this time that for some of you alone is the lesson, okay? That a lot of the stuff that you're finding yourself healing through, the emotions that are coming up for you, the things that are painful, things that you're maybe feeling at this time, a lot of that stuff you're finding is not even yours. It could be energies of the collective, energies of the people in your home, in your household, okay? Your friends, people that you have close connections to, like close relations to, you that maybe talk to frequently, things like that, all right? So how Spirit is helping you is we have the Empress, okay? So for some of you, let's see, let's clarify, Spirit. Clarify the Empress, please, for Cancer. What is that here? For some of you, this is a feminine figure, okay? That's going to enlighten you, okay? She may spark some type of idea, okay? I feel like this person, this you know, feminine figure, this could be like a mother figure or just someone who's really nurturing, caring, someone who's in her divine goddess energy, okay? I feel like that could be a person or energy that is coming towards you that is essentially coming to help you. For some of you, she's like essentially kind of like myself, like a messenger, okay, if you will. For some of you, this person could resemble, like, it be in a sense like an oracle. Like I had a guy that I was trying to date. At one time, he called me he used to call me Oracle, because that's essentially what I found myself doing with him. Like I couldn't even date him because we were just on very different frequencies. And so I found myself trying to like always guide him and coach him and things like that. And it's like, that's not even what this was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of what it turned into. So that let me know that was why that person came into my experience at that time, because I was essentially put on their path to help them in the ways that I did, but them also to help me in the ways they did. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't meant to be anything romantic, what we thought it was, right? So I feel like for some of you, Spirit is sending this type of energy your way, okay? Someone who is nurturing, intuitive, someone who is maybe healing, okay? For some of you, this person could be bringing you an idea. This person could be, you know, sending a message, okay? It could be like, this person could be like this could be coming through by way of like an email, okay? You could be meeting this person like at the airport. Maybe you're going on vacation and that's where you're meeting this person, okay? This person could have a lot of great ideas, or you could be like running, you know, an idea by this person and they're taking that idea and like amplifying it. That's essentially what, you know, the Empress energy does, okay? And that's why a lot of people, especially, you know, just saying men, downplay, not all, but a lot of do downplay the energy of a woman, because they don't understand how, when a woman knows her power, okay, the power of her sacral energy, her creative energy, that yoni energy, right? That is essentially the energy that can take a man's dream, which essentially is like taking his sperm, right, and using her egg and creating a child. So it's like anything you give a woman, she has the capability. Obviously, not all of them do, not all of them care to, but essentially they have the capability to amplify, you know, whatever you give the woman, she amplifies it. So if you give her, you know, a house, she turns it into a home. You give her sperm, she creates a baby. You know what I'm saying? It's like you give her food, groceries, she creates a home cooked meal. You know, you catch my drift. So I feel like for some of you, you know, this could be who this person is that's coming to you, okay? For some of you, this is the energy that some of you Cancers are embodying. Some of you are being like, kind of like, I feel like some of you are kind of like being bathed in this energy, Cancer, okay? Through this healing, maybe you guys are connecting to maybe like a water goddess here, okay? By honoring your feelings. Some of you are like discovering that maybe you're like the daughter of like Oshun or Yemaya or something like that, where I feel like some of you, it's like you're being kind of like, it's giving me an initiation energy here as well. That card isn't even out here, but it's definitely giving me an initiation vibe. So for some of you, this could be part of an initiation where you need to honor, where you're being asked to honor the things that are coming up for you, because it's positioning you essentially to take a different role, okay? I feel like for some of you, it's essentially positioning you to take this role of being an Empress, okay? If you know, you're familiar with the tarot, there's only one Empress in every tarot deck. There are 4 queens, but only one Empress. So I feel like for some of you, like I said, this is, you know, Spirit essentially positioning you to be in your Empress energy. So that's how Spirit is helping you, by maybe giving you some idea, maybe showing you, okay, giving you a vision. For some of you, this can maybe coming through, you know, by way of messages that are letting you know or reminding you how abundant you are, okay? How, you know, well you actually have it, okay? I feel like for some of you, this is like when Spirit is gifting you this energy, this is like some of you may have forgotten who the fuck you were. And this is Spirit reminding you that you have everything you need on your own. Every person or thing outside of you is all bonus. It's all extra. But you have everything you need within. Okay? So I feel like for some of you, Spirit is reminding you essentially of your worth, of your value. Okay? And it, like I said, it may be coming through by communication of someone else, someone outside of you. This, like I said, could be someone that's been watching you. Okay? That's been maybe keeping an eye on you. Someone who's maybe been doing like some background, investigative background check kind of work. Okay? To try to get more information about you. Okay? I feel like this person may see you as a star. Some of you may be being discovered. Okay, some of you may be going like on vacation or something, or going on a plane trip for one reason, and it turns into you being discovered and like being put on a show, or like, getting some type of deal, like a brand deal or something like that. For some of you, that could also be what this turned into. Like, you never know how things play out, right? By you honoring your feelings, maybe you go out to the lake, and then you get a phone call while you're out there, and then the phone call leads to a plane trip. You got a ticket booked, and then you know what I'm saying? It's like you just never know how things play out. So, interesting, because this was just at the bottom, and then I'm just, random shuffling, and the Hangman comes out. So for some of you, this is, about shifting your perspective. For some of you, you may be feeling like you're stuck in a situation, but I feel like you're really not. It's a matter of you shifting your perspective and really seeing the bigger and higher perspective and the bigger picture about why maybe you're still in a situation that maybe you're not happy in, or maybe one that is less desirable. There's something to learn maybe about why you're still there. So if you look at it from that lens of perspective, maybe you won't take it so personally about maybe why you're still where you don't want to be. Okay, that's for some of you. All right, so let's get future energy. Spirit, what's some future energy for Cancer? Some future messages. King of Potions. Okay, clarify the King of Potions, Spirit. For some of you, this could be definitely someone that's coming towards you. This could be your own energy. Okay, Cancer, it's Cancer card. So Ace of Lightning, for some of you, this could definitely be getting some communication from someone. Okay, like a breakthrough of communication. This could be getting some type of clarity, some type of idea that could be coming to you. All right, but I really feel like for some of you, this is maybe communication coming from someone that maybe you care a lot about. Okay, or that cares a lot about you. Someone that may be just really nurturing, someone kind. Okay, this could be someone like you, just by you. I feel like some of you, by you learning how to honor your own feelings, it puts you in alignment with someone that you're going to commit yourself to. Okay, it's like you really don't know. Like, I've been going through it, that's why I can speak on it. But I feel like I say that because for a long time I didn't know either, that a lot of the stuff that certain things play out and transpire because it's leading to something else, and you have no idea of why. It's like, oh, that's why I had to learn that, because it taught me, it was putting me in alignment to experience this. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like for some of you, that is exactly how this is playing out. So I feel like you're going to be getting some good news. Okay, like I said, this could be coming by way of some type of online communication. Okay, but this could also be an idea that's coming to you. Okay, that's going to put you into action. It's going to make you take action on something. But for others of you, this is maybe getting a message from someone that you've been waiting to hear from. Someone that maybe you can have a lot of feelings for. Maybe someone that cares about you, but maybe they don't show it. Okay, for some of you Cancers, this is you. Okay, you may be the one that cares about someone, or needing to honor how you feel about a person. And some of you maybe have a fear of commitment. Some of you, that could be what this is here. This challenge here is, a fear of taking on too much, right? I feel like for some of you though, it's like, it's not, I feel like some of you, that could be what this challenge is have to do with this committing to a partnership, or committing to your divine empress, your divine counterpart for some of you. I feel like it's like something that's really not true with the Seven of Swords. I feel like it's a way that maybe it's a lie that you tell yourself, that maybe it's too much work, or it'll require too much effort, right? I feel like for some of you, that's where you have it wrong. Okay, you have to remember you are the operant power of your reality. That means that you ultimately can decide and have the power to decide how anything plays out in your experience. So that means you essentially do have the ability to decide how people treat you, right? And you also have the ability to decide that in response to how people treat you, if it is less desirable, that you do not have to stay. So I feel like for some of you, I feel like essentially you guys are honoring your own feelings, okay? And you're expressing that and taking action within that. But for others of you, like I said, this may be communication that is coming into you from someone that maybe at one point, whether this is you or someone else, okay, that has held feelings back, you know, knew they were there, but maybe didn't express them. I feel like for some of you, this person is communicating and it's like coming out like in floods. For some of you, this person is like word vomiting their love for you. All right. I feel like it's giving me like built up energy. Okay. For some of you, this could be you needing to honor your feelings and knowing that you've had a lot of maybe built up emotions for someone that maybe some of you need to express and go ahead and just honor the fact that I really feel this strongly about this person. You know what I'm saying? And trust that spirit is not going to give you someone that's purposely going to fucking hurt you. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you do get hurt, obviously there's something for you to learn there. Maybe to not move so quickly, or not to, you know, give our love away so easily. Like there's plenty of things to learn, right? But we do have the Six of Wands at the bottom. So that's, you know, indicative of victory, success, overcoming challenges, right? So I feel like for some of you, like I said, this is in your challenge position, and the fives do represent change and challenges, but this is also the Five of Wands, which in itself represents a challenge. So for some of you, where you've been feeling like maybe you're competing with other people, I feel like that's just that. It's just like you guys, it's like some of you are like battling from a place of wounds that don't even belong to you. You know what I'm saying? It's like some of you are like trying to fight battle wounds from like your parents, right? And it's like, that's not your fight, right? But yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, you may not see it yet, but what's hidden here is you're going to have success over whatever is plaguing you at this time, whatever is challenging you, whatever you're, you know, feel like you're maybe having a hard time handling or dealing with. You're going to surpass it. But I feel like it's going to really benefit you by honoring how you feel about it first. Okay. That is the fastest, most easiest way, honestly, to get through anything that you find yourself needing to heal from, is by going through it. I'm gonna give you one analogy real fast, and then, you know, we'll get into some advice real fast. But quickest way is like when you're driving, right? And you come up against a big cloud of fog, right? Typically people don't pull over, right? What they do though is they adjust their lamps, you know, the headlights, whatever. They slow down and they proceed forward slowly, cautiously. Their mind is alert. They're paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Focused, concentrated, right? So I feel like for some of you, that's, you know, the same kind of energy here. Okay. It's about, you know, when things come up, instead of trying to do what we normally do, which is push it down, suppress it, push it aside, avoid it, don't look at it, whatever it is, allow those things to come up. Okay. Allow yourself to just, you know, easily move past it, move through it, feel it and let it pass. Okay. Honor it. If you need to cry, let that shit out and then let it pass. Okay. Because it's like eventually you feel a little bit better. Eventually you'll find maybe something to laugh at, or a phone call or a text that make you smile. Eventually there's something that's going to pop up in your awareness, right? That's going to pull your attention, and you're going to realize that, okay, I feel a little bit better about it. I feel a little bit lighter, right? So I feel like for some of you, it's to allow yourself to move through that energy when it arises is going to help you move through it a little bit easier. Okay. So let's wrap with, let's get some advice. Spirit, what's some advice for Cancer, please, at this time to help them with their situation? Some helpful messages of advice for Cancer to encourage them, empower them, for Cancers. Wow. Leo, strength. Okay. Some of you, and that came up in your, what you're leaving behind. So I feel like for some of you, this is remembering how strong you are. Okay. Pulling on that inner reserve of strength. It's like also remembering that, you know, our ancestors, they may have left us, you know, karmic cycles to heal and transcend and things like that, but they also left us a fuck ton of strength. Okay. A lot of love, strength, courage. Okay. Perseverance, resilience, all those things, right? Okay. So for some of you, this is Spirit's way of reminding you. 10 of Pentacles at the bottom. All right. This is creating a legacy. Okay. Some of you, it's like that's what you're calling in for yourself essentially, but it's a matter of you standing in your power. Okay. Really, you know, deciding what you're going to choose. I feel like some of you have a choice between more than one person. For some of you, this could definitely be a reconciliation energy. Okay. Someone that maybe was a player, someone that may have just been like a situationship. Okay. This person could be a Leo. We also have Gemini here, so you could be dealing with any of those signs. But it's like at the end of the day, the choice is yours. Okay. Whatever action you take, make sure that you're responding from a place of love, from a place of harmony. What's in harmony with, you know, your life and where you're going. what direction you're heading at this time, okay? I feel like Spirit wants you to get excited, all right? Get excited. If you're guided to like go out, go hang out, or go on a date, or go to a party or something like that, go, okay? I feel like you never know who you're going to connect with. You never know who you're going to network with, who you're going to meet. I feel like for some of you, you may be meeting someone that you end up having, that you end up coming into a commitment with, okay? Holy fuck. See what I'm saying? See what I mean? Like I said, so Cancer, for some of you, this is what you don't see. This is what's underneath the deck. So this is what you don't see coming. So I feel like for some of you, like I said, if you're being guided to go out or something, or go on a date, okay, go out to some party, or like some mixer, like I'm hearing like networking mixer or something like that, go, okay? 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, all right? 3 Pentacles cards out of 4. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you don't see how maybe one opportunity that's maybe presenting itself to you is aligning you to a new opportunity that's going to create legacy wealth for you, okay? That's going to maybe create generational wealth for you, okay? Something that maybe opportunity that you've been really wishing for, praying for, is going to present itself in maybe the most unorthodox kind of unexpected kind of way, okay? I feel like it's something that's going to lead you to put you into some type of financial stability here, okay? It may be coming through maybe the form of a business, okay? Business partnership for some of you. This could definitely be talking about a partnership, okay? Having to decide, having to choose, okay? But I feel like this is something that's going to make you really happy. It's something you've been wishing for, something you've been praying for, okay? Something that maybe you can really, you know, use at this time. I don't mean use in a manipulative kind of way, but I mean like something that you could really benefit, your life could really benefit from at this time, okay? Something that you can like use your tools. I feel like some of you have a lot of tools and resources and things that you that have been just maybe sitting, collecting dust in a sense, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like some of you have a lot of, this could even represent skills, okay? Skills that maybe have been going kind of just, you know, untouched because you have nothing to maybe dedicate them to or put them towards. But I feel like that is definitely changing here, okay? And not only that, not only are you getting the opportunities to put these resources to use, but I feel like it's also opening up brand new opportunities that are going to lead to something long lasting and lucrative for the long run, okay? That's beautiful. All right, so let's close with some trinkets for my Msgs. Okay, and a couple more just decided to like pop out on the side here, so I'll take those first. So we have the seahorse. I would always recommend checking in with your intuition to see what these symbols mean for you, what these totem animals or symbols mean. If you need to after that, then obviously, you know, look at Google and stuff for further insight. So the Hamza, like I said, I feel like you're protected, okay? Spirit said that earlier, okay? You are protected as you face the challenges, but remain cautious. It means keep your eyes open, keep your ears peeled. Don't be, you know, just be like, oh, I'm protected, so I could just be oblivious. Like, nah, we can't do that, right? So we have the octopus. So again, I feel like that's about, you know, being protective, okay? Making sure that you stand up for yourself when it's necessary, okay? Honor how you feel, honor your heart, honor your emotions. That doesn't mean that you do what your emotions say do, but it means hear it out. Let it feel how it needs to feel. Whatever idea or whatever comes up, let that come up and acknowledge it. Acknowledge its presence. Okay, I hear you. I see you. All right. And, you know, proceed however you're guided to proceed forward after that, right? That's how we honor things without letting that thing in particular override or take control, right? So we have a crown. So for some of you, this is about readjusting your crown, okay? Knowing that you are a king, you are a queen, you are empress, you are God, whatever, or emperor, you are a god, you are a goddess, whatever you resonate with, right? This is about readjusting your crown, okay? Remembering who the fuck you are. Getting, you know, being like, it might have got knocked a little bit, it might have got tilted, my confidence, right? Metaphorically speaking, of course, right? Readjust it, straighten it up, you know, get back into your posture, right? For, you know, the women, it's about being poised and at peace, right? Being in that poised, peace, at peace, goddess, empress energy, right? But for my masculines, you know, that's about readjusting your crown and getting back into that emperor mode, that king mode, okay? That's sitting on that throne, successful, all in his divine masculinity, okay? Anyway, so we have Virgo, okay? So Cancer, some of you may be dealing with the Virgo. This may be someone that you're dealing with here, or you may have this sign in your chart, right? And we have Aries, okay? So we were just talking about the emperor energy, and that's Aries energy. So for some of you may be dealing with any of those signs. They may be, like like I said, signs in your chart or traits that you or someone around you is embodying at this time. So Cancers, that's what I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did giving it to you. If you did, I really appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up. Consider subbing if you have not. And until next time, you guys.